Well, g'day. This is Rob from Gardens Fresh Homestead, eating fresh to your plate. And today, we are about to harvest our Royalblue potatoes. And we've got 4 raised garden beds here. We've planted 8 per row. And before we get into it, we planted these 3 months ago, and there was actually quite a shortage on potatoes here in Australia, and I looked around and that's all they had in stock. That's all they had. They had changed suppliers, and that's all they could give me. And then a couple of weeks later, they actually found the Pontiac red potatoes. So watch out, within the next month or so, we're going to harvest 5 different ways for your Pontiac red potato. It's going to be an awesome video. My food forest is going gangbusters. We've got more pineapples popping up. Absolutely awesome. Even Mr. Possum had a short one, and he thought it was absolutely delicious. My blueberries and mulberries are going gangbusters at the moment. My honeybees are just going absolutely crazy at the moment. We are about to harvest our first lot of honey, probably about a good 6 litres of honey. It's going to be an awesome time in the homestead. My nectarines and peaches are just budding everywhere. It's going to be an epic harvest this year. It's going to be a bumper crop, I reckon. But without further ado, here we are at our first raised garden bed. And here I've got my trusty old wheelbarrow, and what you want to do, you want to pitch. Sorry about the music there, forgot to turn it off. And while I'm at it, I'll just put those comments in there. Cool. Sorry about that. It's been a long time since I did a live stream on StreamYard. Not used to the settings anymore. They've changed it all on me. But you want to get the potato and get under the potato without piercing the potato. Very hard. I always do it to a couple or a handful. So without further ado, let's get into this big harvest. I'm expecting about 5 per plant. I would like to see several to 10 per plant, but that's what the good Lord above gives me. So that's what I'm going to get. Alright, so let's put him out of the way for a sec. And here we go. Ooh. Oh, look at them. Beautiful. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Straight for the keeper. Look at them. That's nice size, good size potatoes there. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay. Oh, damn pierced one. Yeah, there's some small hamel, small couple of baby ones, reasonable size. That's pretty good so far. Oh, woo! All that, absolutely for free. Now, I've always said it, gardening is not cheap, but growing is for free. Let that sink in and resonate. You know, they try and sell you products out there, your soil's bad, you're gonna get amendments. All I did was a bit of lime, bit of blood and bone, and then earth minerals, and that's all I've done. Oh, this is good so far. Oh. Awesome. Geez, I grew these the other year, and I wasn't really happy with the results with the Royalblue, but these are really good actually. baby one there. Look at that. Boulders, mate. Absolutely boulders here. These are perfect. Absolutely. These are nearly store bought. Absolutely amazing stuff. They just keep coming. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. No worm holes in them. Beautiful. Whoa. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Beautiful. Damn it. Damn it. I pierced one. But that's okay. We're having a great harvest at the moment. For the couple of people that are watching so far, can you give this video a really big thumbs up on the way and write your thoughts and comments down below. Yeah, sit back and enjoy this great potato video harvest. Absolutely amazing stuff. Haven't had much luck with the Pontiac, the Royalblue potatoes, and these are absolutely beautiful. I mean, have a look at it so far. Absolutely amazing. I want to fill this wheelbarrow up because last year it was 4 kilos for $9–10. It was absolutely crazy stuff, you know, and food prices shouldn't be this high. Half a dozen. Awesome. Okay, we're doing pretty good so far. I'm getting medium to smalls, but mostly mediums, which is what I really want. Okay, I think we're what, 1, 2. We've done 4 holes so far. Yeah, awesome. Get the wood under it. There we go. That's what happens. Accidentally pierced one, but that's okay. Not too worried about it. Again. Good sized potato. Okay. Gonna move the wheelbarrow on the other side now. All right. Looks to be quite a heap, actually. For the people that have joined in, don't forget to hit that like button on the way in and write your thoughts and comments down below how your potato harvest is going. We'd really like to hear about it. You know, what do you do to prep your garden bed? And I use all Rocky Point amendments and sugarcane mulch, and we waited and waited for a couple of months, and we just kept waiting at the shops, and it was like when we're getting our potatoes in, and it was like June, and it was like, geez, I heard July at one stage, and finally got them in. And by that stage, we should have been harvesting from the previous year, but sometimes the weather and the rain holds everyone up. So we're going to get the last 4 of these holes here and see how we go. And behind us, we've got our snap peas here, bush beans, and they're going really gangbusters. So it's another little harvest I need to get. See, gardening is not cheap, but growing is for free. Awesome days. I'm going to show you this wheelbarrow. Just stick in there and wait me. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good size store potatoes. Awesome. Awesome times. Amazing stuff. Look at that. There's 4 of the 6. Perfect stuff. And all I did was a bit of lime, garden lime, blood and bone, and earth minerals, and that's all I did. And coffee grounds, actually. I've been using coffee grounds, and I'm starting to see results here, because a couple of years ago I grew these, and these were like little sized golf balls. Didn't do anything. I'm also noticing too that they're deep underground. I buried these about 6 to 8 inches, and usually they rise to the top, but most of them are really buried deep down, so that's a good sign. So no green potatoes. Seven out of that one. Wow. That's about it, really. A lot of good sized potatoes. So let me just do a little quick tally here, because I think there's more than 40. I was expecting 5 per plant. I was hoping for more, but we'll just see what happens. There we go. 3, 6, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. There's got to be at least 60 in here. There's got to be at least 60. That's way more than what I was expecting. Let me just show you. That's from 8 potato plants right there. Would like to see a little bit more, but that's very impressive. And most of these are reasonable size, store size potatoes. Absolutely awesome. All right, we're going to move to the next raised garden bed, and we're going to start harvesting. All right. Where are we here? Out there. And move our little cart over here. All right. Let me get a drink. Now, there might be a few strugglers along the way, but I'll get them after the video and give you a tally of what I had. But so far, it's been very promising. Okay, so these raised garden beds are about 1800 long, or 1.8 by 90 centimeters by 200 centimeters. And it should be a little bit deeper, but that's all I had. That's all they had at the shops to make your own raised garden bed. So that's what I'm using. All right. So again, we're going to try and get this under the potato, without trying to piercing. I've pierced a couple so far, but you can't help that. And plus, I don't have a proper machine to get under the dirt. So here we go. Four, there's 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God. 9, 2, 4, 6, 9. 9 from one plant. Absolutely amazing. I've never had that before. Maybe 4 or 5 or 6 at the bare minimum last year. But look at that. And you know, again, this good size round potato. Oh, perfect. Look at them. I've got heaps of those big potatoes, store bought. You can grow these for free in your own backyard for free on your homestead. That's what it's all about. It's been well worth it. We're probably about 2 or 3 weeks shy of that 16-week mark to harvest, but the plant's already dead and, you know, finished up. So we're just going to keep on harvesting them. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Get under it. I am super impressed with these Royalblue potatoes. Absolutely amazing stuff. Just the other year, I got them just to try different varieties, and they were really small. Not only small, they produced a little bit, but not what I wanted. but these might be my new favourite potatoes. Usually got the Pontiac Red and the Dutch Cream, the standard potato, but I find that the normal potato, the Dutch Cream, rises to the top and you get a lot of potatoes, and a lot of potatoes stay green even when you put mulch over it, whereas these have stayed down, burrowed down below deep. Absolutely awesome. Let's get into this one here. There's 3. There's 5. Look at the worms. Look at the worms. Nice and healthy, wriggling around, putting back straight into the garden. There's 5 for the keeper. Jesus. Amazing stuff. Look at that. The store brought, going through it in your own backyard. Absolutely amazing times to be alive. These are beautiful. I'm really impressed. Really impressed. Okay, so we've got 4 so far. We've still got another 2, 4, 6 to go in this rose garden. Yes. Here we go. Pierced it. Very hard not to. I don't have the machinery to get right under the dirt, but let's cut this up, wash it off, and have it for my chips tonight. Absolutely awesome. Another thing I'm noticing too, that there's hardly any wormholes in all of these. I don't know if it's the Royalblue potatoes that are not doing it, or I'm not using the Dutch Cream this year, but amazing stuff. Move this forward a bit. I'll be planting my watermelon and rockmelon in here with my massive sunflowers. It's going to be an awesome time to be alive. Great stuff. But so far, amazing harvest, amazing time to be alive. We've got four holes to go in the second raised garden bed, but I am deeply impressed with what I'm seeing this year. In previous years, it's all hit and miss. You might get 4, you might get 6. Sometimes you get nothing at all. Damn. Awesome. 5 big potatoes. I'm on my way to filling this wheelbarrow up. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at it. Let's have a look. But I can't get anyone to say on this channel. I can't get anyone to comment on this channel after the video. I don't understand. You know, I'm a real backyard gardener, a real homesteader. You know, just learning and doing your own thing against the grain. And I even planted potatoes next to pineapples, and it was an absolute success. But people don't want to listen and learn out here on the homestead. All right, here we go. Those are not my screaming kids, they're the ones next door. So if you can hear them, please forgive me. But it's all amazing times to be alive out here in the homestead. Can't grab them all, ladies and gentlemen, but all in all, this is the only potato I've really seen that's got little hole marks in them. All right. Okay, second raised garden bed finished. There we go. Nearly halfway. We've still got 2 raised garden beds to go. I am deeply impressed of how these potatoes are growing. I wouldn't have given them the second thought, to tell you the truth, 3 months ago, but that's all they had in the store. That's all they had. They changed suppliers. I mean, this is what we got this year. Oh, Jesus. And then a couple of weeks later, I went back in the same shop, and they had the Pontiac Reds. I just grabbed all of them. And that's what you got to do sometimes. Be a little bit selfish. I don't want to, but that's all they had. All right, so we're going to move on to the third one now. And geez, a little bit warm out here today. A bit of a breeze, not too bad for a spring harvest. But it's amazing to be alive, amazing to learn and grow. But sometimes good things wait for those who are willing to wait, and that's what it's all about. All right, but all I've used is lime, bitter, blood and bone, uh, natural earth minerals, and coffee grounds, and that's all I did. I haven't done the seed foam this year, and I don't think it would have made too much of a difference, but I'm really impressed with the size of these potatoes. Amazing. All right, I'm going to go to the third one now. Okay. Yep, I think. All right. Where are we? Put the old trusty wheelbarrow here. I'll get myself a drink. So I planted eight per bed. So four, that's 32. So what did I say? It was 160 I needed, 5 per plant. I think we're going to reach more than that. It's going to be awesome times. And we still got the Desire, which I'll probably harvest. They're not quite finished. They're drooping. They're falling over. The leaves are starting to go a bit brown, but I'll just leave them for a few more weeks and go from there. They're all right. Let's get into it. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Amazing time to be alive. Look at this person who's just joined in. Absolutely amazing. This is probably the second one that's got a bit of a wormhole in it. And just stay there for a second. I want to show you how much I'm getting out of this wheelbarrow. Look at this. Amazing times to be alive. Yeah, interesting, eh? Click in for a few seconds and click out. I don't know what's wrong with you people who claim to be homesteaders and gardeners and off-gridders and all that. I'm not seeing it on YouTube, but I just do my own thing. I just post videos, and if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. You know, I'm not out here to sell you a product or a T-shirt, or a hat, gardening products. You just trial stuff on your own accord, and I'm not here to sell you 10% off the product. You just do your own thing. Only a couple out of that one. Only 3 this time. Okay, awesome. So, pretty much medium to large. Most of the time it's small to medium, but again, I'm really impressed with these Royalblue potatoes. Witnessing this live. I haven't done a live video in a long time, but actually witnessing someone do it and to show you that it's achievable, it's just an amazing feeling. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got 4 to 6. Awesome. And what I do, I get the grand total, then divide how many per plant I dug, and that's my law of averages. But I'm seeing good numbers here. Um, very few wormholes. Again, amazing. I don't know if it's the Dutch cream or these Royalblues are making a difference, but I may have found a new variety to use, because I haven't done anything different in previous years. You know, I do the same amendments with the soil. I use the active growth. So I don't know, strange, but these potatoes are just going gangbusters. Right. Let's get into this bird on the other side. Now that's a good sized chip potato right there. Amazing, beautiful. I got 3 out of that one, I think, 3 or 4. Strange. That's my first potato I got nothing out of. That was a real dud. Geez, don't know what happened there. That's my first one. 1 strike for the innings. Usually I get a number of those, or you may get 1 or 2, but no. Yeah, that's a strange one. I only got 2 up in that 6 one there. You know, again, most of them been pretty consistent, 5, 6, or 7. But yeah, hitting a few duds. But it's in all there. We've got an amazing wheelbarrow harvest right here. The people that I've come so far in this journey. Give this potato video, big thumbs up on the way in. Be really much appreciated. Going gangbusters here. And we've still got 3 rows of Desire, and we've got 5 different ways to harvest your Pontiac red potatoes next month. It's going to be an epic video. Damn you. Bit of bad luck there. Pissed the potato. It's in all there. It's always going to happen. I don't have a machine to dig up all the dirt. Wish I did, actually. Would make life so much easier. Hey, look at this. Absolutely amazing stuff. Where's all my subs? I need to witness this. You know, every single person that's ever subbed to this channel has ever commented. You know, completely amazing stuff. I don't know what it is. Maybe because they can't grow what I can grow right here. You know, again, gardening is not cheap, but growing is for free. Awesome. Nearly, I reckon a good size half a wheelbarrow right there. Amazing stuff. Again, look at this. Look at this. Amazing. And wow. You don't need massive property. You don't need to have 50, 100 acres doing this in my own backyard. Amazing time to be alive and growing for free. All right, on to the last garden bed. Awesome, awesome. Okay, where are we here? It's over there. Okay. Royalblue. Yep, that was the old seed packet. And yeah, Mr. Fingerdale, he's come good this year on his seeds. We usually get the seed potatoes from the farmers out west, but obviously they've had issues growing certain types of potatoes, and the issue is, you know, this is all we're getting this year. Oh Jesus, you know, and but really good. I grabbed these packets. You could be starving right now, but it won't be this year. Where are we? Where's my fork go? Here. That's what I'm talking about. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Amazing. Everything comes alive. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Amazing stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. 3, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Look at that. There's 8 in here, 8 or 9 potatoes. Amazing, amazing stuff. Jesus, that's the best I've ever seen it in this climate, and you know, this weather. Amazing. Usually I average about 4 or 5 on a good day, but to see, you know, 7, 8, 9, I'm not complaining. That was a dud again. That's the second or third one that's produced nothing at all. Very strange indeed. All right, on to this fourth one now. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 2, 4, 6, 7. A lot of small ones here, but again, not too bad. Every once in a while, you'll get the little worm marks, little wormholes, but hey, it's all good eating still. Yeah, this year, don't know what it is, but the worms aren't touching these. All right. Okay, we've got 4 holes done. We've still got another 6 to go. But This is going to be an epic video. I'm going to tip this wheelbarrow out. We're going to count them, and after the video I'll weigh them and I'll re-upload this to normal, because you know, I posted this video, you know, a couple of weeks ago, get everyone ready, and you know, no shows, no comments. Very strange, you know. Amazing time to be alive. Look at this wheelbarrow. All right, we're going to turn the camera that way. Where are we? All right. Oh, yes. Amazing. Look at that chip-sized potato. Awesome. That one's a strange one. Did not produce anything. That's the fourth one now. Very strange, very hit and miss. I think I put the small baby ones that didn't have any eyes on them, and I just threw them in there just for, I couldn't wait. Had all the holes dug, and yeah, just see what happens. They popped up, but nothing happened. Oh, yes. Couple of holes. That's about it. Oh, geez. Warming up out of here in the homestead. Amazing times. I wish I had my own massive property. You know, just living large and living life, growing free food. That's what it's all about. I'm sick and tired of paying high prices for anything. All right, on the tail end of it now. All right, I'm going to get myself a drink. Be right back. Ah, nice Pepsi. Okay, we've got 4 holes to go. What can the good Lord give me? This is nearly a full wheelbarrow. I reckon about 3/4 full. I'm impressed. Absolutely impressed. And we still got 3 more beds, 24 holes of the Desire, and then we've got 5 different ways to grow your Pontiac crab potatoes. The raised garden bed, we've got in buckets, cardboard box, raised planter, and the Hessian bag. Going to be an amazing time. I cannot wait. The Pontiac crab potato is my favorite, and I'm glad I grabbed all 6 of them. It's going to be an amazing time for that harvest. All right, we've got 4 to go. 4 to go. Here we go. Three, 4, 5, 6. Little baby ones, not too bad. Still good eating. You can look at my hands, real dirty hands here. Amazing time. And again, all I did was a bit of lime, a bit of blood and bone, and earth minerals, and coffee grounds, and off to the races. And I just watered it once a week, twice a week. That was about it. And it was meant to be raining today, but I don't know, didn't happen. Or forecast is always wrong. All right, here we go. Last two. Oh, there's 4. There we go. Got 6, 4 medium size and 2 little babies, but I'm not complaining. All right, here we go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the best harvests I've ever had. I'm spellbound. That's amazing. That's epic. Nearly a full wheelbarrow, 3/4 full of a wheelbarrow full of Royalblue potatoes. They've outdone themselves. They've shocked me. This is my new favourite potato now. I haven't done anything different or anything special. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to put my clothesline back, and we're going to count all these, but I reckon there's a good couple hundred. All right, let's go over here. Now I'm pretty sure that there's going to be stragglers here. I'm I'm not going to search for them now, but I'll put it in the video afterwards. And yeah, let's put this over here so you can actually count with me here. You know, actually, see if I can get a better angle of putting this back. Maybe that way, I think. Let's see what I can do here. Oh yeah, that's better. All right. Okay, for the person who's just joined in, an amazing, epic wheelbarrow potato harvest video here. We're getting 6, 7, 8, 9 per plant. We've had probably half a dozen duds here at the moment on the homestead, but all in all, I'm impressed. I'm stoked. So I don't know what's going on with the views at the moment. The count, we're 1 hour in on this amazing epic video, but obviously YouTube is censoring me once again. But hey man, I don't care. I'm out here just on my own thing and harvesting. But I reckon I've got a few hundred potatoes. So let me just get a drink. I'm going to count. You can count with me. So here we go. Okay, so I said that I planted 8 per bed. We've got 4 beds here, so that's 32. So it was 160 all up. So if we can get more than that, I'll be really wrapped. So I'll have to do the calculations afterwards on the percentage per plant, but I reckon it's pretty good. All right, so here we go. Six, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100, 102, 106, 110, 14, 116, 118, 120, 122, 124, 126, 128, 130, 132, 134, 136, 138, 140, 142, 144, 146, 148, 150, 152, 154, 156, 158, 160. We made it. 162, 164, 166, 168, 170, 172, 174, 176, 178, 180, 182, 184, 186, 76, 80, 182, 184, 186, 188, 90, 192, 194, 196, 198, 200, 202, 204, 206, 208, 210, 212, 214, 214, 216, 218, 220, 222, 224, 226, 228, 230, 232, 234, 236, 238, 240, 242, 244, 246, 248. Unbelievable. 248 potatoes from 32 seed potatoes. If you just joined us, we've just got 248 potatoes from 38 potatoes in my raised garden bed here. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. You've missed this live stream. I hope you can go back to from the start and get right into it. The Royalblue potatoes, amazing times. This is my new favorite potato now. Now I'm going to go back in here and find a few stragglers, no doubt, but it's amazing times to be alive. Again, gardening is not cheap, but growing is for free. Hope that resonates and sinks in. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves, but I am. All right, well, I'm going to go right through this and see if what I can find. But we right here. So if you can give this huge wheelbarrow potato thumbs up, it'd really much appreciated. As always, either grow big or go to the shops. Thank you very much again for watching it. Garden Fresh Homestead. Bye for now.